So many people, even the Saudi chief, got on social media and said, Mike, forget the script. Beat this guy. What do you say? Tell these people who keep saying that this fight is scripted for Jake Paul to win.
Well, just come to the fight and you'll see. Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
The latest press conference between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was wild, with both fighters taking verbal jabs at one another before the fight. Since this fight was announced, the boxing world has been skeptical about this fight taking place, and many have questioned whether these two would participate in a real fight or not. However, the recent press conference answered all these questions, and Mike Tyson confirmed that both he and Paul are serious about this fight, and they'll be leaving no stone unturned to entertain the fans and put on a good show. Mike Tyson is already 58 years old, and many feel that he's too old to fight in a professional boxing match. Old Mike, however, begs to differ, and he boiled up when a reporter asked him about people criticizing his boxing capabilities at this age.
How do you respond to people who are critical about this fight taking place in the first place at all because of your differences, particularly your age?
Well, I don't see too many people critical about it. Look at this. Ha 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 ha.
Critics, I mean.
Excuse me?
Critics, you know, people in the
Who?
industry.
Tell me who. Name it somebody.
Folks.
You? Who?
No, folks who say it. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Mike Tyson seemed to be enjoying himself at the press conference, but he hates people doubting his capabilities to destroy Jake Paul in the ring. This is because he has been training hard for this fight for months and wants the world to know that he's a boxing legend for a reason. Mike has also shared countless video clips of his training on social media, which have generated millions of views until now.
I love it, bro.
Getting back to the press conference, Jake Paul was asked a serious question about fighting real boxing bouts against contenders in his weight class and age. Rather than answering the question, the YouTuber turned boxer nearly started a brawl.
Say you want to be a serious boxer and you want to be a contender and be a title holder. So then when in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
I think he just called Mike Tyson a gimmick.
Mike Tyson's 58 years old, or will be at the time of the fight, yes.
So
as much as I respect
him?
Mike Tyson and his...
What did you just call me again?
I didn't call you anything.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
It's been 4 years in this sport, and I've done more to it than any boxer in the history of the sport. So in due time, sir, I will be fighting for a world championship, and I will be shutting you the up and making you eat your own words, just like the rest of these punks.
So Jake Paul feels that he has done more for the sport than any other boxer in the 4 years that he has fought professionally. Both fighters were also asked about what makes them confident about beating one another on July 20th. Mike Tyson gave a shocking response to this.
I don't know. Picture me losing to him.
You're going to have a lot of pictures of it, Mike.
I don't see it.
Last question. Last media question here.
Hey, this question is for Jake. Being that you've come to Dallas countless times and sold out the American Arena and even now AT&T Stadium now, I want to ask you, would you consider Dallas your home turf as far as a fighter?
Nah, Cleveland born and raised. Cleveland born and raised.
Jake Paul seems incredibly confident about winning the fight, but Mike Tyson isn't letting his guard down and has expressed his desire to show the world what he's capable of. He also addressed the doubts in everyone's minds about him risking serious injury by fighting Paul. Paul is only 27 years old, and he has a massive advantage going into this fight. Iron Mike doesn't seem to care, and he believes that Paul is overweight.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Hey, Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas.
I'm better. I'm better.
No,
and I'm gonna end you quicker than he did. And you'll remember that forever. You started me off. I appreciate that, Mike. I love you. I love you. Like a father loves his son, but I must discipline you. You're going down, old man.
Okay, I love you too.
Mike Tyson's argument about Jake Paul failing to knock out any of his previous opponents was an interesting one, and he will certainly shut all his doubters before this fight. There were also some weird moments during the press conference where Jake and Mike Tyson made some explicit comments about each other. Mike probably made the most controversial comment of the night.
I kiss Mike's big juicy lips.
You wanted to kiss me?
Indeed.
Huh?
He said he wanted to kiss you.
That's so ironic that he said that, because I saw a picture of him dancing at 16 doing that little dance on YouTube, and for some reason I had to reject.
That comment by Mike Tyson could lead him to serious trouble on Fight Night Jokes. Aside from that, both of these fighters have tried their best to convince the world that this is a real fight and that they're serious about putting on a good show for the fans. And while the second may have succeeded in convincing the fans, the same cannot be said about the boxing experts. Let's have a look at what the boxing world has to say about this fight.
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm a hardcore boxing fan. He's one of my heroes. I find it very sad, but it's a big event. I understand people are going to watch it, and it's entertainment, I guess, but for someone that idolised the guy growing up, yeah, not the best day.
Do you think Jake Paul gets any credibility if he beats Mike Tyson?
He's 58 years old now.
Thoughts on this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Oh, geez, I don't. It's a bit strange. You know, is my interest? The interest is a low one. I don't know. I don't really. I don't understand it.
Got it. Any difference between this one and?
I wish well for Mike.
We're gonna go. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So this is a lose-lose for Jake Paul. You can't go out there and potentially beat up Uncle Mike, the guy that's so loved by the world. You don't get no cool points for that. Let's say you go in there and you do beat up Uncle Mike. So you think now people are gonna respect you. Oh, Jake Paul, yeah, you beat Mike Tyson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson. No, you're not gonna get the respect for that. In fact, I think it'd actually be worse. People might hate you more because it's Uncle Mike. Everyone loves Uncle Mike. But on the flip side, you go out there and you get put to sleep, which is a possibility because Uncle Mike still has that punching power. He's still ferocious and he will still come at you. You go out there and get put to sleep. Let's just go ahead and sign the death certificate of your career. There's no more career after that.
In Riyadh, Mike Tyson at his age is facing a YouTuber that is much younger and hungry and capable of boxing as well. So it's going to be a good example for people that are at Mike's age.
Yeah.
It's also actually a good example for me to keep on punching, so to speak. And hopefully, I look forward to that match as well. You can only be too old in your mind.
Yeah.
If you control your mind, you control everything in your life.
And Tyson, I don't care who you are, nobody's above Father Time. Tyson's what, like 6 years old, I think?
Tyson is 57.
57.
And Jake Paul is 27.
Yeah, you know, man, that you know, no matter how much of an athlete and mean Tyson was in his prime, this is way past his prime. So I just don't know how much of Tyson is left, you know. All these heavyweights that Tyson's been fighting, those shots just don't go away. You know, he's gotten hit by some of the hardest hitters that ever walked planet Earth, dead square on the jaw. So that only gets worse with time, you know. So could Jake beat him? Yeah. But is that Mike Tyson? No, it's not fucking Mike Tyson. We all know who Mike Tyson is. But obviously he's not fighting Mike Tyson. He's fighting the shuttle Mike Tyson. So I don't know, man. Maybe I overthink things like this in this matter too much, but there's too much
And of that match between Mr. Paul and Mr. Tyson, which one do you think is going to win?
The only thing I'm worried about is Father Time. That's one thing that has never been beat. And Tyson's, he's older now. But I pray that he comes out healthy. But I think Jake Paul because of youth. That's the only thing, because of the youth.
I got Mike Tyson.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't see how Jake pulls this off. I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that. Jake is not of the size to give Mike a problem. Mike can be, big guys would hold Mike. Guys with long reach that outweigh him.
Yeah.
I think people that's Mike's weight, with Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's gonna stop him. Mike hits him in the body don't move that much. I don't see how Jake survives a body.
Gilbert Arenas doesn't think Paul stands a chance against Iron Mike, who still possesses immense power at 58. But what are your thoughts on this fight? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.